If you look at January 6th, which a lot of people aren't talking about very much, I think those people were treated very harshly. When you compare them to other things that took place in this country where a lot of people were killed, nobody was killed on January 6th.
Former President Donald Trump was mocked for the weird press conference that he held at Mar-a-Lago on Thursday. Now, that's where he made the statement that nobody died on January 6th when his supporters attempted to storm the Capitol building to try to stop the certification of the 2020 election. Here's the thing, he's wrong. This was a literal riot where several people ended up losing their lives, including one Trump supporter, Ashli Babbit, who was shot by Capitol Police while she was trying to literally climb through a window to get at the politicians who were refusing to not certify the election. Okay. Now, there was another Trump supporter, by the way, Roseanne Boyland, who collapsed while at the riot of an accidental overdose. And of course, two other Trump supporters who died of heart attacks. So it wasn't just Trump supporters, though. Officer Brian Sicknick died as a result of injuries he sustained on that day from attempting to control the riot. And following it, 4 police officers ended up taking their own lives. So yeah, a lot of people actually died as a result of January 6th. Trump apparently doesn't remember. Social media, of course, immediately came in to correct him. Trump today, no one was killed on January 6th. One tweeted, tell that to Ashli Babbitt's family. A lot of Ashli Babbit in this. Another ex-user wrote, Ashli Babbitt's family would like a word. Another said, I hope Ashli Babbit, in whatever afterlife she's in, just saw that Trump said no one died on January 6th on live TV. Wonder if she regrets having gone to D.C. that day. Probably not, but you never know. Another says, this is a lie on multiple levels. Every time he says it, I will again point out that Officer Brian Sicknick died in the line of duty that day. Now, look, aside from him forgetting about all the people who died, because I think it's because he doesn't care, apparently Trump's team is having major concerns about Trump's mental decline. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Donald Trump.
I'm cognitively there. Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
I don't understand what you're talking about. He is mentally fit. 100%. I don't, look, apparently a lot of people in the Trump team, enough of them are like, I don't know about this. He might not be mentally balanced after all. Oops. Now, Lev Parnas, Soviet-born businessman, tweeted this. There are major concerns within the Trump campaign about his mental health and decline following his recent press conference. Sources within the Trump campaign expressing serious concerns about his mental decline following this press conference. Well, okay, so that's the thing, though. Lev Parnas, yes, was a Trump ally. I don't know so much anymore. Just saying. But, you know, definitely was close to, at one point, Rudy Giuliani. Now, that said, is it true that Donald Trump's brain is melting? Well, I don't know. But there are good examples of him making some mistakes. For one, he kept mixing up Congresswoman Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. But I think that could be explained is that he doesn't see differences between brown people. He thinks all brown people are probably the same, look the same. Black people, probably the same thing. So that just might be racism. But he did also mix up Nikki Haley and Nancy Pelosi. It's a little bit harder to mix those two up if you're a racist like Trump. No, not only that, but he'd forget events right after they happen. And would and of course, you heard him going off on crazy tangents constantly. And of course, telling stories that aren't true. Yes, like for example, in that same press conference, he talked about nearly dying in a helicopter with Kamala's ex-boyfriend, Willie Brown. Oh, really? Except that it never happened. He never actually rode in a helicopter with Willie Brown. He rode in a helicopter with former California Governor Jerry Brown. And, by the way, there wasn't an emergency landing. So his story is like, oh, we had a dangerous situation with Willie Brown and we almost crashed. And then we talked about Kamala Harris and how terrible she was. No, never happened. Never happened. He just made it up. He made it up. And I think it's just more than lies. Because, yes, throughout his entire presidency, he lied over like 30,000 times. Yes, he's a serial liar. But this might be more than that. His brain might actually be going. That said, it could be that, or he thinks, oh man, I am so cooked. Maybe if I act like I'm insane or going senile, I can avoid prison. I mean, either way, I don't know. But look, that's your Republican candidate right now. Okay. And obviously, he seems to be going through a few things. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.